You guys, what I'm about to tell you will completely blow your mind. We're talking about a love story that started with brutal rejection, involved serious Instagram drama, and ended in marriage within months. And when I reveal who this involves, you'll be absolutely shook. Jason Duggar, 25, just spilled major tea about his whirlwind romance with wife Maddie Grace, 21, on Jeremy and Jinger's podcast. These newlyweds, who tied the knot in October 2024, revealed their love story started with the most awkward friendzoning ever. America's most famous mega-family son slides into DMs and gets completely rejected. The audacity. But wait, it gets juicier. They met on Instagram. Yes, you heard right. The most traditional family's son found love through social media. The irony is not lost on me, people. Maddie was living in Tennessee, Jason in Arkansas. We're talking 10 hours apart. Long distance from day one? Recipe for disaster, right? Here's where it gets absolutely wild. After messaging for just a week and one FaceTime call, Jason basically said, "Let's just be friends."
Can you imagine?
This poor girl probably had butterflies, and homeboy hits her with the friendzone special. But Jason admitted they both felt super uncomfortable around each other. He said they put up a front and couldn't be natural. Makes sense when you think about it. Here's Jason on TV since childhood, trying to be perfect. And Maddie, knowing his famous family, worried about fitting in. The pressure was intense. Imagine flirting with someone millions watched grow up on television. Awkward doesn't cover it. So Jason, thinking he was being mature, suggested friendship. Noble? Maybe.
Smart?
We'll see. But here's the plot twist that had me gasping. Maddie agreed to be friends while secretly having deeper feelings. She was like, "Sure, friends," while internally screaming, "But I actually like you. Can we appreciate how real this is?" Forget reality TV for a second. This is pure human experience. How many of us have been here? Someone suggests friendship. You agree not to seem desperate, but inside you're dying. And the most beautiful part? Agreeing to friendship actually made everything better. Without relationship pressure, Maddie could finally be herself. The mask came off, pretense disappeared, and they could just talk like actual humans. She said, "There's no pressure of where's this going?" So I was just myself. Sometimes taking pressure off creates space for something real to develop. Stop trying so hard, and it happens naturally. But Jason? Oh, honey, he almost immediately realized his huge mistake. We're talking days. This man friendzoned this girl, then spent days staring at his phone like, "What have I done?" Jason came crawling back with his gem. "Hey, I think I jumped the gun. You have a lot of personality." The audacity. Like, imagine getting friendzoned then hearing, "You're more interesting than I thought." I would have been like, "Excuse me, I've always had personality." But Maddie, bless her, took it perfectly. "So do you. What happened?" Perfect response. "Yeah, buddy, explain yourself." Here's what I love about Maddie though. She wasn't waiting around for Jason to figure things out. She had already decided if he didn't get his act together, she was out. She was literally praying about cutting off communication entirely. She said, "Lord, if this guy doesn't either say something or just be friends, I'm going to have to say something. And Lord, I don't want to. That's so awkward." Queen behavior. She had boundaries and was ready to enforce them. That's the energy we love. The timing was perfect because Maddie was about to end their communication. Imagine if Jason waited one more day. This love story might never have happened. What changed Jason's mind? He talked to a friend and realized he was letting past issues influence his decision. "Maybe it was things in the past I hadn't worked through, and I took that out on you," he admitted.
Growth.
That's serious self-reflection right there. Then he said something that melted my heart. "When you're honest and real with each other, when you don't put up a front, I realized it really was you I wanted to spend my life with." Spend his life with. This man went from "let's be friends" to "I want forever with you" in days. The emotional whiplash. But when you know, right? What makes this story beautiful is how messy and real it is. Not typical fairy tale romance. It's awkward, full of miscommunication and mixed signals. But that's what makes it authentic. Real love isn't always smooth sailing from first meeting. Sometimes it takes figuring things out and having to work through discomfort and learn authenticity. That's solid relationship foundation. They handled long distance beautifully too. 10 hours apart is serious commitment when you can't casually hang out. Every conversation becomes intentional. Every FaceTime matters. Now, they got married pretty fast, less than 10 months after Instagram connection. Some might say too quick, and honestly, for most people it would be. But Duggars don't do casual dating. When they decide on someone, they're all in. What I love is their honesty about messy parts. They're not pretending it was love at first sight or perfect from day one. They're admitting awkwardness, confusion, miscommunication. That vulnerability makes relationships work long-term. If you can navigate awkward stuff and still choose each other, that's a good sign. Can we appreciate Maddie shutting down the New Year's party invitation when she wasn't feeling romantic connection? That takes guts. Most would go hoping something sparks, but she was like, nope, thanks anyway. I also love she chose not to Google him extensively. She wanted her own opinion based on actual interaction, not online research. Smart girl. Going down the Duggar rabbit hole would definitely color your perspective. Their story shows best relationships sometimes come from unexpected situations. Thinking they were incompatible, feeling awkward, ready for friendship. That became exactly what they needed for something real. Friendship foundation is crucial in relationships. Obviously, you need attraction and chemistry, but if you can't enjoy someone as a friend, how do you make decades of marriage work? Both learning to drop guards and be authentic is valuable relationship practice. Marriage is about being seen and accepted for who you really are, not your polished public version. Props to both for handling uncertainty maturely. Jason could have ghosted, but was honest about wanting friendship. Maddie could have gotten bitter, but gracefully accepted friendship while maintaining boundaries. That's mature communication, even when awkward and unclear. Not easy with feelings and potential rejection involved. Some will have opinions about quick marriage timeline. That's valid. I'd usually say pump the brakes. But every situation is different, and they really got to know each other deeply despite short time frame. Plus, intensive long-distance communication meant every interaction was meaningful. You're really talking, really learning thoughts, feelings, perspectives. They navigated significant relationship challenges from the beginning and emerged stronger. They learned communicating through confusion, honesty about uncomfortable feelings, giving space to figure things out. Those are valuable relationship skills some couples don't develop for years. Maybe they got a head start on solid foundation building. Are you team take your time, or when you know you know? I see merit in both approaches depending on specific people and situations. Their story challenges modern romance assumptions. We live in dating app age with endless options, casual relationships for months or years before getting serious. But Jason and Maddie show different approach, intentional about building something together, then going all in once decided. There's something refreshing about that commitment and decisiveness. This approach isn't for everyone, but worked for them. Their openness about the journey, including awkward parts, suggests good communication and self-awareness. What resonated with you from their story? Any lessons you're taking away? Ever been friend-zoned or friend-zoned someone else? How did it work out? We've all been on both sides. What other reality TV love stories should I cover? Your suggestions help me decide focus topics. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this deep dive. For more exclusive reality TV tea, celebrity gossip, and relationship drama analysis, subscribe with notifications on. I post weekly, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, gorgeous viewers. Your support means everything. Keep spilling the tea.